Hello, my name is Mary, and this is Athena's Bibliotheca. Thank you for clicking on my video. Appreciate you. Today's video is going to be a 24-hour readathon, which is the Relax and Readathon that Kirsten from Reading Nymph makes. She creates this board and you can go through the different spaces to determine what prompts you're going to get to make a relaxing reading day for yourself. I've been wanting to participate for a while since I first found out that she did this. This is my first time actually participating and I'm super excited about it. If you've never heard of this readathon before, I'll link the announcement video to this one below so you can check it out. And she does these bi-monthly, so every other month she puts on one of these readathons. So I'm excited to get started. I'm not going to start at midnight and end at midnight. I'm actually going to start at noon today. Today is October 25th, if you're curious, and then end at noon tomorrow. That's how I'm going to do my 24 hours. I felt like that would give me some time to do stuff and I could still sleep. I figured I'd start this video before noon so then I can have the whole hours. So I think I'm going to roll my first, I'm not sure how many I'm going to do, maybe 2 or 3 rolls at the start to see what I'm going to be doing when it hits noon. So let's see where we land on the board. So here's a closer look at the board. It's very pretty. I'm really excited to use this. There is a specific book that I have already started and I kind of want to continue it, so if I can get that in, I would be very happy with that. But also, I have other like actually scary, spooky skeletons types of books that I want to get to, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to use this piece of amethyst as my mover. It's almost too big for the squares, but it does match the board, so I think that's okay. And I'm going to start it right there on that space, since this space, I messed it up when I printed it, so you know, it's fine. I'm going to start there. I'll move this up a little bit so you can see my dice. This is my dice, my set of dice that I have. They're so pretty. Anyways, we're just going to use the 6-sided die. We're going to roll 3 times, and I'm going to hope that I get a little bit of mixture of prompts that I can make so I can read and non-bookish prompts. We'll see what goes down first. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Favorite beverage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or discard vote. I'm gonna go to favorite beverage. Well, technically, I can't drink my chai latte that I normally have. I still have chai tea, so that might be fun. I haven't drank any of it yet today, so I might do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, next prompt will be, it's 1. So it's either monster or move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, a dock cover, or 1, 2, 3, exercise. I think I'm gonna go with 1, 2. So 1 to move 3 spaces, and then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3 to dark cover. And I'm gonna do it one more time, just because I like rolling the die. And it's 4, so it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, favorite beverage, so we're probably not gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, or exercise. I guess we're doing some exercise, which, you know, is probably a good thing, because I sure don't exercise enough. And I will go back to in front of my shelves and talk about the book I will be reading, or talk about the plan on how I'm going to do these prompts. So for my plan is going to be get my drink. I already talked about it, but I'll be making myself chai tea. because I just like tea in general. So like, if I had the stuff to make my chai latte, I would be doing that, but alas, I do not. And then I had the prompt dark cover, and I mean, it's dark enough, and I'm counting it, but I'm going to continue. This is the book I already started. I'm going to continue Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. And it's a dark blue cover. I know there's like a bright pink. Usually you think dark cover and you think black, but this is like a dark blue, and like there's dark decorations on it. So I'm going to count this, and I'm excited because it's been several days since I picked this book up, and I was really enjoying what I was reading. Is that because I love Emily and Wendell? Most definitely. Because I picked this up, when I first picked it up, I was like, man, I miss these characters. I love them so much. So I will start this after I get my drink, get a little cozy moment going. When it hits noon, then I have to do some kind of exercise. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do for that. I could do some hula hooping actually. I haven't hula hooped in a while. I haven't used my hula hoops in a long time. So I think I could like make the room in my make some room and do some hula hooping maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I love hula hooping. It's exercise. It works for the prompt. I think that is a good use of my time. Okay, that's what the plan's gonna be, and you're gonna see that as soon as I leave you. So I got my things done. It's about 2.5 hours into this readathon. I'm enjoying myself in those 2 hours. Did I get a little distracted with other things besides what I rolled for? Yes, I did. But I did read 30 more pages in Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales, and I'm loving this story so much. I can understand why someone might not enjoy this story because at the moment, like, nothing is really happening, but I'm having a great time. So I am highly enjoying it, which means that I kind of still want to continue, but at the same time, I want to roll more. So yeah. Oh, I also drank some tea for my favorite drink. Got a little cozied up in my chair in my room to read some of this book, which you saw, and then I hula hooped a little bit, which I really should do that more because I really like hula hooping. I just don't very often. Definitely should be put on my list of things to do more often. But we are going to do some more rolls and see if I'm going to continue this or I'm going to start something new for this video. We'll find out. I actually, as much as I'm enjoying this, there's a book that I kind of want to get started, and I think it would be good to get to in this video, or like not just in this video, but just to get it started in this video. So I might pick up that book if I can fit it into the prompts. We'll just have to see with what I roll. I'm not sure how many I'm going to roll. I guess I'm just gonna start rolling and see where it takes me. We'll see. So I really haven't moved this much since we were here earlier. So my mover is still on the exercise space like it was before. So let's do the first roll. Oh, it's a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trick or treat or have a treat. Actually, my mom just, like, she must be in a baking mood or whatever. So I'm gonna have a treat, actually. So, since it's not a book prompt, I'm gonna continue to roll. See what else I get. 1, move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, dark cover. 1, 2, 3, exercise. Or a free space. Should I do the free space? I'm gonna do free space. And since it's a free space, I want to think about what I want to do for it after I roll again. I want to see what I land on this next roll. Okay, another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So morally gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or a spooky book. Okay, I'm going to go to the spooky book because the book that I want to put in this video is spooky. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spooky book. I still don't know what I want to do for this free space. So give me a second to think about it. And I will get back to you. I guess I just keep rolling in 3s. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's going on. It gives me a few things to do before I update you again or roll again. So I feel like this is okay so far. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. Who's to say? But from the rolls, I get to have a treat. And have I already had 2 of the pumpkin cookies that my mom has made? Yes, I did. But they're really yummy and I don't mind having another one. She's also thinking about making peanut butter cookies as well. So maybe I'll get a peanut butter cookie. Who It depends on when she starts making those cookies or not. But then the next one was the free space, and I think I'm going to watch some YouTube with that free space. Uh, Kirsten, the creator of this Relax and Readathon, she's been doing, I think she called it 13 Days of Horror, and I'm behind on it, so like maybe catch up on that. There's also a couple other Books and Lala also just released a video, so that is also another possibility of me reading, or me watching. So YouTube is going to be my free space, or at least this version of the free space is going to be me watching BookTube. And the third one is a spooky book, and technically I could make this a spooky book because the fairies that is talked about in this story, they're kind of spooky, not even gonna lie. And they have trees that have eyes on the leaves, which you can tell in the book there's like all these leaves with eyes on them. So I could have chosen this for spooky book, but I'm going to put this down. As much as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to put this down and pick up The Gathering Dark, edited by Tori Bavolino. It's an anthology of folk horror, so it's spooky. I figured that I could read at least one short story, maybe 2, between doing this and then picking up this again. So like going back and forth between these. I'm pretty sure I can stretch the prompts to fit either of these books if I wanted to. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start reading some of these stories. 1, maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. And hopefully I don't get too scared. we're about to find out. So I'm back. I didn't get as much reading done as I wanted, but I got sidetracked. I had to go to the store for my mom for something. So that took up a little bit of my time because we don't have stores that close to us. So there's that. It's about 6:40 now, so take that what you will. I got a treat. When I went downstairs, my mom had the peanut butter cookies done, so I had one of those. It was delicious, as expected. For the free space, I said I was going to watch some YouTube, and I did, BookTube specifically. So I watched Books and Lala's GeoGuessr video, and I watched some of Kirsten's Reading Nymph from the Reading Nymphs videos for 13 Days of Horror. And then the book, I chose The Gathering Dark to start on. And I only got to one of the stories in here. There's 10 of them. And I got to the first one called Stay by Erica LaRocca. Not Erica LaRocca. No, wrong. It's Stay by Erica Waters. I don't know why I said LaRocca, but it's Stay by Erica Waters. I only read the first story in this book, and it was all right. It was creepy. It definitely was creepy and unsettling. I don't really know what I can tell you about the story without like spoiling it, but I guess like it's about the need to stay in your hometown, I guess. Like I'm just gonna say that, and it's has creepy aspects to that, and just go with it. I will say that I don't think 100%. I thought it was all right, but I like a little bit more explanation into what is going on in a story than what this short story gave me. It leaves a lot of what happened to your own imagination. And I'm not sure if that's quite my jam in stories, but it was alright overall, and it did creep me out a little bit. So, I mean, it has that going for it. And I figured since it's been a minute, I can roll some more, which is really my favorite thing. And I'm not sure if I want to read another story in The Gathering Dark or continue with Emily Wilde. I would be okay with either or, even though I didn't particularly care for the first story. I mean, they're not all going to be like that, I don't think. I won't know unless I read them. So I'm going to roll some more. I'm not sure how many. So far we rolled 3 times each time I've done one of these bits of rolling, but we'll see if that continues or not. So the last space we were on was Spooky Book, so still in the same positions. So let's do, I think it's the 7th roll that we're on. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trick or treat. We could do trick or treat and try to decide whether. Let's go trick or treat. I have an idea for that. 1, 2, 3. So let's. I'm gonna roll again. 3. So 1, 2, 3 creepy cover. 1, 2, 3 Morley Gray. I'm not sure now what I want to do. You know what? Let's go creepy cover. Am I going to roll one more? I feel like I have to, since every time I've rolled 3, and these 2, and if I do what I want, it's going to give me 2 books to read. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enjoy a cozy hobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Morally growing. Okay, we're going to go to cozy hobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Enjoy a cozy hobby. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the shelves and I will talk about, I want to talk about what we're gonna do for these spaces. Okay, for the first space that we landed on was trick or treat, and I'm gonna spin a wheel to figure out whether I want to get the trick option or the treat option. Both of them I wouldn't mind, but I'm putting something in. I'm putting a third book into the mix, I guess. So I'm gonna put this as the trick. I know I was just saying I wouldn't mind continuing it, but it's like spooky, scary skeletons. And compared to the one that I'm putting as treat, I think when you think about treat, it's like a quick, fun time. And that's what is free Beyond Journey's End. This is the 12th volume, and I haven't read it yet. And it's so very sad. If I get treat, I can read Freerin Volume 12. And if I get trick, I will just continue to read The Gathering Dark. So let me put the wheel up. I'm just going to do it like this because it's always easier for me in editing. Or like I feel like it will be easier. So let's see what I will be reading. Trick. You know what? I'm kind of sad that it's trick and not treat, but you know, it's okay. It's fine. I will eventually read Freerin. It's just not right now, I guess. So I will be reading either one or two more stories in this. And then the next book I had was Creepy Cover. So after I'm done reading a couple more stories in that book, I'm going to pick up the third Emily Wilde, which is what I've been reading. Or well, I continued reading at the beginning of this video anyway. And I'm okay with that. So still continuing in the same books as before we rolled. And then the final book space that we landed on, or that I landed on, is the cozy hobby space. And I'm going to play a board game. So I'm excited about that. I have some solo games that I like to play. So we'll choose one of those. I thought I knew which one I wanted, and then I looked at the shelf that have all my board games on, and I might choose something else. It depends. I feel like one, though, is probably better because it's kind of quicker. But you'll know which one I choose when you see me playing it in this video. So we'll see what happens. I made it, but barely. Look, he has one left. I know, like, you're trying to get these dewdrops. That's what these gems are called in this shrine before the other player does. In this case, it's a solo player, so this is Gwydion, is who you're trying to beat before they get rid of, and they had one left. So, I was gonna show you some of the art on these cards. They're so pretty. Like, let me give you a better close up of them. Look at them. They're so cute. There's a leaf one. Look at the little mushroom walking the ladybug. There's this one. They're so cute. They're so pretty. Leaves. The little old man mushroom. Then I was only using like the basic cards. So there's more cards that you can play. I just didn't feel like playing with the more advanced cards. But all the art is gorgeous. Obviously, you can tell. Like, even just the back of the cards, they're so pretty. Anyways, that's my Celia. So it's the next day, and did I forget to set my alarm so I could wake up earlier today? Yes, I did. So I don't have very much time, so I probably am only going to do another roll or two to finish the readathon. But I was gonna say that I did read another story in this book, so I've only read 2 out of the 10 so far. So maybe you can read a little bit more of this. I think I want to read more of Emily Wilde, but I feel like I get either option, so I'm not too worried about it. But the second story was called The Tallest Poppy by Chloe Gong, which is an author that I did recognize, and I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it, but I also had the same things about the first one, uh, and that's where the story leaves a lot of what is happening to your own interpretation, which is fine. And I feel like I shouldn't be complaining about that because that's exactly what it wants you to like figure out, or at least I feel like it wants you to figure out what's going on your own. I just am not fully certain that's how I want to read a story. I'm like, I am so confused about what went down in this story, and I'm not sure if that was what you were trying to do or I'm supposed to know what's going on. Because I don't really know what's going on. And maybe that's just because it's like scary, spooky things are going down and it's kind of unexplained. Like, why is this happening? I don't know. And I don't think any of the characters know either, except for that creepy girl. The second story had like creepy dolls in it. Also, I realized that you can find like different parts of the stories on the cover, which makes sense. But I was like, oh, I bet you that it's like a hide and seek sort of deal. Like, what part of this cover represents each of the stories? So, if you look closely, there is like a little cemetery, which is definitely from the first story. And then on the corners of like the border, there's these broken porcelain dolls, and that is the second story. If you are at all curious. I'm still interested, and I'm still not going to stop reading it. We'll see if any of the stories in here actually make me be like, oh my word, that's so good. We'll see. So far, they're all like just okay for me. But I also showed you a little bit of my playing of Mycelia, the board game. I love that game. So if even the art looks good to you, or it from what you saw of the gameplay, it looks fun, I would recommend it. It's really fun. If you know any like board game terms, this is like a card drafting book. game. So you're building a deck so that you can have better turns when you draw the cards, and it's just really fun to look at. So I do recommend that game if it at all interests you. And then I didn't really read much of this in the since I updated you last. I did start a little bit, but then I was like, I really want to do more rolls before the end of the game. So I'm gonna do that, and then hopefully I can get back to this. I read like not even a page probably between when I rolled and now. So I think this is what I'm hoping to squeeze in. That is the plan. We'll see how that goes after we roll on the game. I might not do 3 this time because I don't have that much time before this ends, unless I extend it a little bit. We'll see what goes on. Let's roll and find out what we're doing first. So I did move this to play my game, so I'm going to put my piece mover right there. And let's do the first roll of today anyway. 1. So either reflect or dark cover. I'm going to do dark cover. I think that's like one of the first ones that I did before, but we're going to do dark cover. So then I can continue with Emily Wilde, and that's really the only reason. And then we're gonna do one more. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go free space. I might use that to watch YouTube again. Or play one of the games I have on my phone. I don't know. We'll come back to the free space. I don't know if I want to play. Should I go again? I feel like I should. Roll again because every time I've rolled 3 times, so we got to keep up with the tradition, I guess. So we're gonna roll one more time and see what goes on. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get dark cover again or exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enjoy a cozy hobby. You know what? We're going to go to exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then exercise. And then I can do some more hula hooping. I think that's a good idea. So, we'll go back and talk a little bit about my choices, even though I kind of explained them already, but we're going to do it again. The last rolls for this video. I actually kind of sad about it, but it's fine. So the first space we landed on was dark cover. Yeah, dark cover. And once again, I'm choosing the 3rd Emily Wilde for this prompt. And hopefully, maybe I will finish this video off when I actually finish this video, or finish this book, even if it's over the time. I think I'm going to do that, just so that we'll wrap up at least one book. If I change my mind, you will know. But hopefully I can finish this today, if anything, even if it's past the noon mark that I set for myself, just so that I could wrap up this book fully for you. And then the next space I landed on was the free space, and I am probably going to either watch YouTube. It's probably going to be me watching YouTube, or I'll play one of the games that's on my iPad or my phone. One of those options. Most highly likely, because I feel like even if I don't land on something that I could watch YouTube, I still watch YouTube between rolls. So I mean, this way I have an excuse to do that. And then finally, the space to exercise, and I'm going to do hula hooping again because it was fun last time, and as I said previously, I want to do it more, so those are my plans, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. So it is the next day, but I finished Emily Wilde yesterday. I just didn't feel like closing out this vlog to update you on it. I should have done a couple updates in between, but I didn't want to. I was having too much fun. I love this story so much, and my only gripe with it is that this was the last one. If Heather Fawcett decides that she wants to continue the story, I will have no complaints. If she wants to continue writing with Emily and Wendell, I will be on the list to pre-order. I love this story so much, and I love Emily and Wendell, and I'm just so sad that it's over. And I definitely think that this is a trilogy that continues to get better as you read, because you get more attached to the characters and you get more excited to see characters get brought up that were in previous books. I'm happy that I was able to finish it for this video, and I could talk to you about how much I love this story and highly recommend you read it. Specifically, well, obviously start with the first one until you get to this one, but I think the trilogy is fantastic and I love it a lot, and it just makes me happy every time I'm with these characters. And reading this book makes me want to reread the whole trilogy, not even gonna lie. Now that I've updated you on how much my enjoyment of this series has just increased with me reading this one, let me update you on the rest of the readathon. I really didn't do the exercise. I'm going to admit that now. I never did it. I guess I just didn't feel like moving my chair so that I could do the hula hooping. I just didn't feel like doing that because I was nice and cozy in the chair yesterday, so I just never did it. But I had fun with this readathon, and I'm really glad that I finally got to participate in one of these relax and readathons. It's definitely fun, and I'll definitely try to participate in future ones because I had a great time. Did I just rolling the die to see what prompts I would get? Yes, I did. But I also really enjoyed the book I finished, kinda, on this Relax and Readathon, kinda after it was over. But I still have it finished and I loved it. And I did get a couple stories in this book read. I'm not quite sure I'm enjoying it, but also, like, I think I've just got to get over the fact that we're not actually going to get concrete answers with anything that happens in these stories. And I think I would have a better time. I just got to make sure that I'm like, Mary, you're not going to get answers to what's happening. You just have to go with the flow and make up your own answers and have to enjoy that. But I've only read the first two 2 stories in here, and there's 8 more to go. So any of the other ones could be better than the first 2. I'm kind of excited to match the stories with the objects on this cover, because I think that's a fun little detail to have. Instead of like the cover being one story, it's a collection of each of the stories on the cover, and I just think that's fun. I love it when you can pick out pieces of the cover to correlate with the stories, with the story in general. It's fun. It's like a little puzzle that you guys would discover by reading the story. Anyways, not that it matters, but I'm glad that I at least got it started. I also got to show Mycelia to you, and I still recommend that if you are at all into board games, specifically card drafting games, or if you just really like the art, pick it up. It's a fun time. And you can play it with, you don't have to play it solo, it's just the way I was playing it was solo. You can play it without the solo, and you can play with other people if you have other people that like to play games with you. Anyways, I had a great time with Relax and Readathon. I'm really glad I participated, like I said before, and I really want to participate the next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, my rambling about these books that I read and the things that I did during this readathon. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. And that's really all you need for Relax and Readathon. You just want to have a chill day. And I think I succeeded in that. Thank you for watching my video. And I hope to see you soon. But like always, I make no promises. Bye.